Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Sonali and today's topic is life process. This life process carries 5 marks question. 5 marks, that means it will only have long question type. और इसमें से क्योंकि long question type है तो we don't need to see any kind of question which is 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, anything. Okay. So in this life process we will cover two topics, that is digestion and circulation. Okay. Circulation, what is the mechanism of circulation in body? First of all, we should know what is circulation. So what is circulation? Actually anything that is in a circular motion creates a process which is called circulation. For example, the fan is in circular motion, so it is continuously rotating and rotating and rotating. It's not about the axis, जहाँ वो लगा हुआ है उसकी बात नहीं हो रही है. ये एक ऐसा पॉइंट है जिसको वो बार बार टच कर रहा है. इट इज कमिंग एंड गोइंग, कमिंग एंड गोइंग एंड कमिंग एंड गोइंग. सपोज दिस इज द पॉइंट from which it is going around and coming back to this point. So this is particular point which it is touching, and this process is called circulation. In our body, this particular point is heart. Everything that is the blood what we carries, within 1 minute it circulates the heart every time, every time and every time. For example, in human body we have 5 liter of blood, and this 5 liter of blood is circulated in the whole body within 1 minute. That means in 1 minute our heart beats for 72 times. और इस पूरे 72 टाइम में क्या होता है, ये हमारी पूरी बॉडी से सर्कुलेट होकर वापस हार्ट में आता है. तो द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट इज कि वाई इट इज कमिंग टू हार्ट, वाई नॉट टू एनी अदर ऑर्गन. तो इसको समझते हैं कि वाई इट इज कमिंग टू हार्ट. यू आर राइटिंग और आई रेस. ठीक है. इन ह्यूमन बॉडी वी हैव 5 लीटर ऑफ ब्लड इन मेल्स, 4.5 लीटर इन फीमेल्स. द हार्ट बीट्स 72 टाइम्स in 1 minute, and in this particular 1 minute the blood of whole body gets circulated through the heart. Okay. And the process which it is taking place is called circulation. Okay, see here. So what is the mechanism behind it? Every organ of human needs what? क्या चाहिए हर organ को? It needs energy. And from where this energy comes, ये energy कहाँ से मिलती है? It comes from glucose. ठीक है. So this is your glucose, suppose C6H12 and O6. It get broken down into CO2 plus H2O plus ATP. Okay. So this is what? This is your energy. This is water. And this is carbon dioxide. So tell me one thing कि if this is glucose, हर organ को क्या चाहिए? Glucose चाहिए. ठीक है. Glucose मतलब क्या चाहिए? उसको energy चाहिए. और उस energy के लिए वो क्या करता है? Glucose को लेता है और लेने के बाद उसको क्या करता है? Break down करता है. जब वो उसको ब्रेक डाउन करता है तो वो 3 पार्ट में तोड़ता है, CO2, H2 और एनर्जी. इसमें से वो क्या कंज्यूम कर लेता है? एनर्जी. क्या कंज्यूम कर लेता है? एनर्जी. ये वाटर भी उसके लिए यूजफुल है. तो क्या यूजफुल नहीं है? जो यूजफुल नहीं है वो क्या है? आपका कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. इसका मतलब अगर मैं ये बोलूँ कि इफ वी हैव दिस टाइप ऑफ पाथवे वेयर वी हैव लिवर, वेयर वी हैव किडनी एंड अदर ऑर्गन्स, that means if the blood is coming from here, from this blood what it will take? Acha, tell me one thing, you must have learned about respiration. In respiration glucose breaks down to give energy. Okay. So what does it require? It require oxygen. सो हियर व्हाट इट विल रिक्वायर, इट रिक्वायर ऑक्सीजन. इसका मतलब कि हर ऑर्गन को दो चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट है, फर्स्ट इज द ग्लूकोज एंड सेकेंड इज द ऑक्सीजन. जब ये उसको दो चीज़ें मिलेगी तभी वो अपना काम करेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर किडनी का फंक्शन है फॉर्मेशन ऑफ यूरिन, तो वो कब करेगी, जब उसको दो चीज़ें मिल रही है, दैट इज द फूड, ग्लूकोज फॉर द एनर्जी एंड ऑक्सीजन फॉर द एनर्जी. ये दो चीज़ें चाहिए. सेम इज फॉर द लिवर, सेम इज फॉर द एनी ऑर्गन. तो यहाँ हम देखते हैं, सपोज यहाँ से ब्लड आ रहा है, ब्लड आने के बाद हम क्या करते हैं, यहाँ पर इट रिक्वायर्स व्हाट, इट रिक्वायर्स योर, it requires oxygen. So from this vessel it will take oxygen, and this oxygen will help in the breakdown of glucose. The energy they require, they will get the energy, and when they will get the energy, the byproduct which they have is carbon dioxide. ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड उनके लिए क्या है, ये है इम्प्योरिटी, जो क्या करना चाहते हैं, ये बाहर करना चाहते हैं. तो इस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को इन लोग क्या कर देते हैं, दूसरे साइड पर छोड़ देते हैं. ठीक है. इन कॉमन वर्ड्स सेम चीज, फॉर किडनी ऑल्सो दे विल टेक ऑक्सीजन, दे विल रिमूव कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. नाउ टेल मी वन थिंग, दिस टू आर गैसेस, ऑक्सीजन एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड आर गैसेस. तो वेयर दे विल गो, दे विल गो टू अ ऑर्गन which will do the exchange of this gases, and the organ is lungs. ठीक है. तो where they will go, they will go to lungs. आपने एक्सक्रीशन चैप्टर पढ़ा है, और एक्सक्रीशन चैप्टर में आपको ये चीज़ देखी होगी आपने कि हमारे पास कुछ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट होते हैं जो हमारे बॉडी में हार्मफुल होता है. ओके, which are toxic to our body. For example, urea is toxic to our body. If you will contain urea for one day, it will start damaging your organs. In the same way, carbon dioxide is also toxic for our body. So we cannot contain the carbon dioxide. So what we will do, we will take the carbon dioxide and put into the blood. Then for the purification of this carbon dioxide, this blood will go to lungs. And from lungs, the same process of what? Expiration and inspiration will take place. जो आप breathing करते हो, that is intake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide. ठीक है. जब सारे ऑर्गन वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दे देते हैं, तो ये ब्लड उसको कहाँ ले जाता है, लंग्स में. और लंग्स में ले जाने के बाद क्या करता है, उसको बाहर करा देता है. इन रिटर्न ऑफ दैट व्हाट यू टेक ऑक्सीजन. ठीक है. तो मुझे बताओ, तो ये डायरेक्टली जो है ये तो लंग्स में जाना चाहिए, पर ये लंग्स में तो जाता नहीं है. वाई? बिकॉज दे रिक्वायर एन इंटरमीडिएट विच इज कॉल्ड आर हार्ट. वॉट इट इज? हार्ट. इनको हार्ट की जरूरत क्यों है? बिकॉज वी हैव 5 लीटर ऑफ ब्लड. ठीक है. एंड वी हैव नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गन एंड ऑर्गन सिस्टम. एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम अलग चल रहा है. ब्रेन 80% ऑक्सीजन ब्रेन को चाहिए, 80% से 1% कम हुआ यू विल फेंट. ओके. सो एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम अलग है, डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम अलग है, नर्वस सिस्टम अलग है. देयर आर मैनी सिस्टम. तो हर सिस्टम को क्या चाहिए, आपका ऑक्सीजन चाहिए, और दे वांट इट इन अ कंटिन्यूस वे. तो कंटिन्यूसली आवर ब्लड इज गेटिंग ट्रांसपोर्टेड, एंड लंग्स इज वेरी डेलिकेट ऑर्गन. आप देखे होंगे आज तक देर इज नो ट्रांसप्लांटेशन ऑफ लंग्स. वाई? बिकॉज इट इज लाइक प्लास्टिक काइंड ऑफ मटेरियल विच एक्सपांड्स एंड गेट रिलैक्स. ठीक है. तो इस टाइप के अगर ऑर्गन में हम बहुत सारा ब्लड एक साथ दे देंगे तो वो प्रेशर क्या करेगा, हैंडल नहीं कर पाएगा. इसलिए वी हैव एन इंटरमीडिएट विच वी कॉल्ड हार्ट. सो व्हाट इट हैपेंस कि व्हेन यू नीड blood for the organ, the lungs give the blood to heart, the heart gives the blood to different organ. In the same way, when the different organ releases carbon dioxide, this carbon dioxide is again gone to heart, and this heart will take the carbon dioxide to lungs. इसी को हम दूसरी भाषा में oxygenated और deoxygenated blood बोलते हैं. The blood which is pure, which contains high amount of oxygen, is called oxygenated blood, and the blood which carries low amount of oxygen or the concentration of carbon dioxide is high, this is called deoxygenated blood. Okay, have you ever wondered कि we have number of gases in the air, nitrogen भी है, hydrogen भी है, number of gases. The composition of air is different. यहाँ पे सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन नहीं है. When you are taking the oxygen, मतलब जब when you are breathing, when you are taking the air inside, so is there any filter in your nose which takes oxygen only? No. Then why it is happening? Why we are taking oxygen only? We are taking oxygen only because our organ needs the oxygen. ठीक है. That is why when the air enters into the lungs, It takes the high amount of oxygen and it gives the high amount of carbon dioxide, because there is a mechanism what we call diffusion, and diffusion takes place from higher concentration to lower concentration. The higher amount of gas we have, that will only go to the other side, not the lower concentration. So this is the reason why humans only take oxygen inside and liberate carbon dioxide outside. Clear? Okay, so this is the mechanism of heart. Ki why we require heart? You know. What is the function of heart? You know. What type of blood we need? We need oxygenated blood. Okay. Then the organ what releases? They releases carbon dioxide. The high concentration of oxygen is called oxygenated blood. The high concentration of carbon dioxide is called deoxygenated blood. Okay. Then let us go to the next part, that is types of vessel. So basically we have three type of vessel. One is artery, second is vein, and third is capillary. This is important question. This from this class, what I have done, I have mentioned the question first, then we will deal the question according to that. Okay, so there is no need of going through each topic because it is not containing any 1 marks question. So the concept we need to clear is of 5 marks only. So we have three type of vessel. One is artery, another one is vein, and the third one is capillary. What is the function of that? So you have seen that there is a vessel which is giving only oxygenated blood, and this is coming from the heart. So artery carries blood from heart to organs. Which type of blood it is carrying? It is carrying pure or oxygenated blood. Okay, so and what is vein? What we have seen in this part, ki the organ gives carbon dioxide to a vessel and it goes to heart, then to lungs. So what is that? So this is called our vein. It carries blood from different part or different organ to heart. Clear? Then what kind of blood it carries? It carries deoxygenated blood. Then what are capillaries? Okay, so capillary kya hai? It is an intermediate between artery and vein. Suppose if you will see your wrist, this wrist is also showing some vessels. Okay, but this kind of vessels are not present in your eyes. Do you see this diameter in your eyes? ऐसे vessel आप देखते हो अपने आँखों के अंदर? नहीं. अगर इस diameter का अगर आपके आँख में रहेगा तो आपको आँख से कुछ भी नहीं दिखेगा. तो we have very fine particle, a very fine network of vessels present, which is called capillary. ऐसी जगह जहाँ पर जगह बहुत कम होती है vessels के लिए, वहाँ पर एक intermediate होता है जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Capillaries. तो capillaries are intermediate between this is visible or not? Visible? Intermediate because this does not have much colors. Achha, we have blue also. Red. Okay. Intermediate between artery and vein. So in such way we have three type of vessel: artery, vein and capillary. Artery is a type of vessel which carries blood from heart to the organ. Okay? The vein is a kind of vessel which carries blood from different organ to heart. And capillary is a type of vessel which is intermediate between artery and vein. Oxygenated blood is carried by artery. Deoxygenated blood is always carried by vein. But there is an exception, which is pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. So I will tell you why this is an exception when we will see the structure of heart. Written? one more thing, artery and vein. Now tell me, I am standing here. My heart is located in which side? No, it is not in the left side. It is in the center. Okay, clear your concept first. The heart is located in the center and it is tilted toward left. That is why we assume the heartbeat on the left side and we think the heart is located in the left side, but it is not. Okay, it is centrally located. So it is centrally located and I am standing here. If the blood want to go from heart to other organ, it can go easily because there is no pressure on that. It will go. But if the blood want to reach from the toe toward the heart, it is very difficult. Why? Because we have a force which is called gravitation force. तो आपका जो gravitation force है उसके against blood को ऊपर जाना है, तो how it will go? We don't have any motor. If you want your water in the tank of your house, what you will do? You will start the switch. Because of electricity, the water will go upside. But here we don't have any electric impulse. So how this goes? So we have this kind of structure which we called valves. What it is? Valves. The blood takes a small amount of energy to go up. The valves just make it more upward, then it moves in upward direction, then the second valve take it on the another level. In such way the blood moves from the opposite direction to the heart. तो valves are present. यहाँ कहाँ पे रहेगा? ये organ से heart की तरफ ले जा रहा है, तो किसके पास रहेगा? organ से heart कौन लेके जाता है? That is vein. तो valves are present. It get erased fully. Valves are present in vein. And artery का function क्या है? It takes blood from heart toward different organ, so it does not require any valve. So valves are absent in artery. Clear? So the reason is clear. You don't need to just रट के नहीं जाना है कि ये वेन जो है उसमें वॉल्व होता है, क्यों होता है. Now you know why the valves are present. Okay, the artery, the valves are absent. The next thing is, now tell me one thing, the heart is pumping the blood. Okay, the heart is pumping the blood, and if it is pumping the blood, it is doing it with a force. ये force के साथ करता है. Okay, यहाँ से क्या हो रहा है? Veins are taking the blood, so they have valves. In this side, the arteries are taking the blood to the body organs and the blood comes with a jerk. एक jerk के साथ आता है, ठीक है. So it is needed कि जो artery होती है, it must be thick. वो क्या होना चाहिए? आपका thick होना चाहिए, ताकि जब एक pressure से blood आए तो ये फट ना जाए. That is why the arteries are thicker in size and it is thinner in size. Clear? कोई चीज अगर thick है, so you will see, if you will see the TS of any vessel, तो आपको यहाँ पे जो area दिखता है ये vessel का, इसको हम lumen बोलते हैं. What it is? Lumen. तो मुझे बताइए कि अगर कोई चीज thick है मतलब ये इतनी मोटी है, तो उसका lumen क्या होगा? Narrow होगा, कम होगा, छोटा होगा. और कोई जो है वो thin है, तो उसका lumen क्या होगा? आपका broad होगा. तो arteries have narrower lumen and it have broader lumen. Clear? Every difference between have their own reason and it should be clear. So let us revise one more time. Arteries are what? That carries oxygenated blood. They carries the blood from heart to the organ, and because of that they don't need any kind of walls, so walls are absent there. They are thicker in size because they are carrying the blood from the heart, and the heart pushes the blood with a pressure. Because of that they have thicker vessels, and because of the thicker vessel they have narrow lumen. In the same way, we have vein. Veins are the vessels which carries blood toward the heart from the organs, and as it has to carry the blood against the gravitational force, so they have walls in the vein, and they are thinner in size as compared to arteries. As they are thinner in size, they have broader lumen. क्लियर? अगर कोरिलेट करके पढ़ेंगे ना, ये 5 पॉइंट आराम से लिख के आएंगे. इफ इट गिव्स यू द डिफरेंस बिटवीन आर्टरी एंड वेन फॉर 5 मार्क्स, आपको एक पॉइंट याद है, यू विल राइट द ऑल द 5 पॉइंट. ओके, डन. Okay, difference between artery and vein that I have told. There are much more differences are present here. See, transport blood from the heart to the organ, transport blood from organ to the heart, carries blood to the organ where gas exchange occurs. ऐसी जगह जहाँ पर जो है वो कुछ और blood का transfusion नहीं करना है, but gas exchange है वहाँ they are also present. They are thick, they are thin, they are very thin. Okay. इलास्टिक वॉल्स आर प्रेजेंट. क्यों इलास्टिक वॉल प्रेजेंट होगी? क्योंकि उसको एक फोर्स से उसको लेना है, तो इलास्टिसिटी होना चाहिए. लेस इलास्टिक वॉल, इन इलास्टिक वॉल, नैरो ल्यूमेन, लार्ज ल्यूमेन, वेरी नैरो ल्यूमेन. नो वॉल्स आर प्रेजेंट, वॉल्स आर प्रेजेंट, नो वॉल्स आर प्रेजेंट. द प्रेशर ऑफ ब्लड इज वेरी हाई, द प्रेशर ऑफ ब्लड इज वेरी लो, एंड इट इज ऑल्सो लो. क्लियर? ओके. See here, now we have very important question, that is explain a well labeled diagram. It is not level, it is labeled. Correct it. Explain well labeled diagram of heart and its working. It is very important. So whenever this type of question comes, the diagram must be very clear. Okay. I am telling you the easiest form of diagram which you can make. But for that, you need to learn it with reason. Then only it will feel you easy. Otherwise, this diagram is not there in your book, so make it properly in your notes. Keep making it, because when I will start labeling it, it will become a little harder to recognize all the things. Okay. See here, whenever we want to examine any organ, there are two things by which we can examine. One, by cutting it like this, or by cutting it like this. If it is a regular pen, it is working with the help of ink. है ना? If it is a regular pen, it is working with the help of ink. If I want to know how it is working, if I will cut in this side, I will see this type of structure. Okay, by which I will get to know that there is something here, because of that this pen is working. Okay, but I will not know ki how much it is left or how much it is present. For that I will cut the section in this way, and then I will get to know ki this much ink is left. When we cut the organ and we see the organ by cutting in this way, this is called transverse section. What it is? Transverse section. And if you are getting the diagram in this way, you are cutting the part in this way, then it is called longitudinal section. So this is a structure of LS, that is longitudinal section of heart. So how many chambers are present in heart? There are 4 chambers present. One is auricle, and second is ventricle, and left and right heart collectively are of 4 type. Okay, so now tell me, this is right auricle or left auricle? This is दिस इज लेफ्ट ऑरिकल. कीप इन माइंड, कभी भी एग्जाम में द राइट साइड ऑफ योर्स इज ऑलवेज द लेफ्ट ऑफ द डायग्राम. वाई इट इज सो? बिकॉज इफ आई वॉन्ट टू एग्जामिन समथिंग, अगर मुझे तुमको एज अ डेमो कुछ तुम पे एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है, तो वॉट आई विल सी हियर, माई राइट इज योर लेफ्ट एंड योर लेफ्ट इज माई राइट. तो मैं जो भी देखूंगी उसको मैं लिखूंगी एंड इट विल ऑलवेज बी द अपोजिट ऑफ दैट. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए इट इज लेफ्ट ऑरिकल, इट इज लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल. It is right auricle and right ventricle. Okay, and as we know कि heart is very delicate organ, so it is surrounded by a membrane called pericardial membrane. इसको सुनते समझते जाना, यू विल लर्न इट वेरी फास्ट. ओके, व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड पेरिकार्डियल मेम्ब्रेन? बिकॉज इट इज सराउंडिंग द पेरीफेरी, परिधि उसके आसपास को सराउंड कर रहा है, सो दैट इज द पेरी. कार्डियक इज द सेकेंड नेम ऑफ हार्ट. यू से द स्पेशलिस्ट ऑफ हार्ट इज कॉल्ड कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट. Okay, so it is peri, that is the periphery, cardial and the membrane which is surrounding it, so collectively it is called pericardial membrane. To reduce the chances of collision, as it is pumping continuously, this pericardial membrane is filled with a fluid which is called pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. ये अगर आपको 5 मार्क्स में आ रहा है ना बेटा, तो आपकी 4 लेबलिंग में आपको 5 मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा कभी, याद रखना. और मैं जैसे से बताते जा रही हूँ, यू विल लर्न वेरी सून. लेफ्ट ऑरिकल, राइट ऑरिकल, लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल, राइट वेंट्रिकल. We have a membrane which is called pericardial membrane, which is filled with a fluid which is called pericardial fluid. We have walls, two type of walls are present, जहाँ पर 3 structure है. This is called tricuspid wall, tricuspid wall, and जहाँ पर 2 structure है, it is called bicuspid wall. The another name for this wall is mitral wall. इसी को क्या बोलते हैं हम? mitral wall. Okay, now as we know the heart, okay, the another type of valve is this. This valve is called semilunar valve. इसको semilunar valve क्यों बोल रहे हैं? क्योंकि ये don't comes back. These walls are called semilunar walls. Why these are called semilunar walls? Because the shape of this walls is half moon. ठीक है, lunar eclipse सुने हो आप लोग? जब चंद्र ग्रहण लगता है तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? lunar eclipse. Okay, so it is half moon, that is why it is called semi lunar wall.